Guys, there's no better way to pop a crowd than to introduce our guest, who is the PCW Heavyweight Champion, top-tier talent, and a whole plethora of initials and acronyms to go along with his name, Drew Adler.
You're not going to say them?
Listen, there's so many I don't know them.
Yeah, I can say.
And in my defense, I got your intro stuff this past Saturday, and then I didn't even get to announce you. So I just don't remember them. I believe it was that.
I told you A, B, C, D, E.
There's just a lot. There's I feel like CPT is one.
It is.
LMT.
Mm-hmm.
CPA.
No. I treat myself.
CMS one of them?
CES.
CES.
What does that even mean?
Well, good question. Drew, yeah, that can lead into our first question. Hey, you've got a ton of stuff that you've achieved outside of wrestling. And before we get into everything about wrestling, hey, what's some of those we just named off 3 different certifications there, and I have no idea what they mean. But they're very important, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't have them after your name. So explain to us. I mean,
what is the deal?
Yeah. Exercise science, I think, is one of them.
So they're designations, Elliot.
Oh.
So they go after your name, first of all. Second of all, number 1, we have certified personal trainer, CPT. I am a corrective exercise specialist, CES, and I'm a licensed massage therapist.
Nice.
That's all of them.
So no CPA.
For now. I will not account.
What's next? Are you studying for your next designation already?
Not right now. I'm working on it. Me and the missus are, working on the business. So, I mean, we're basically like doing like the rehab thing. So I'm sure like something will come along where we'll have to be able to do that.
So
I'll be a doctor probably. So
MD,
Dr. Drew Adler.
I would put it past this man.
Yeah, you can't Dr. Drew or it's copyrighted. They'll get mad at you real quick.
Dr. Drew Adler, DDA. Yeah?
Nah.
Somebody else does
when you say it, Elliot, it just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, well, you know what? I bet if your brother said it, though, it'd be perfect.
Something about your voice just makes me want to punch you in the face. I don't know.
Well, now I know why I don't get to announce you. Makes sense. It's all coming together.
You just host the rest of the show, please? That'd be phenomenal.
I'm enjoying this, man. I'm just gonna sit here and just let y'all go at it because obviously at the show is not enough, so you got to continue it virtually. Well, it's interesting because
that's been it, guys, for Drew. No,
ladies and gentlemen, the champion of PCW.
No, in all
seriousness, Drew, thank you for being on the show. We appreciate your time and everything, and we just want to kind of dig into your wrestling background. Man, you've been wrestling for how long now? 10 years? More?
I don't know. It's man.
Come on.
I want to say it's like 14.
Oh wow. Okay.
Are we counting COVID years?
I mean, that's up to you. To each their own.
COVID years.
Because I wasn't even out for more than like I was out for like maybe like 5 months, and I was already back in the ring. So I count COVID years as the surgery years. So
yeah. Now, speaking of that was it a double hip replacement? Is that right? Resurfacing something like
that? It was a femoral acetabular scopy. So basically, the ball and socket of the hip, they had to like scope it down and like shave it down. And they did both the left and the right hip. So it wasn't like a replacement, where they had to go and put like screws and everything. They were basically just shaving it down and make it to where they increased the range of motion for me.
Did Did you get any metal put in your hip? I think with the resurfacing, they normally put metal in there. That's why I wasn't sure. Gotcha.
Metal free. Those are
That's good.
carcinogens.
So when he goes through metal detectors, he's good.
Yeah. See, I'm not. I go through metal detectors in my knee that's shorter than the other.
Yeah, what you got?
So I had my ACL, MCL, and meniscus. I tore them all at one time.
He laughs at you. He's sick.
It was
He's sick.
almost 15 years ago now. So,
And one leg's longer than the other.
So you said your ACL, PCL, and your meniscus,
No,
or your MCL?
MCL, yeah, MCL healed itself, but meniscus and ACL.
Phew. How did you step? Like, what did you do?
So, I believe I tore my ACL and didn't realize it playing football. Because I planted one way, my knee popped. I got up, I could bend it, I could run on it, but when I went to plant, it would just hurt some. So I wore a knee brace for several weeks, and then was playing basketball on it, and got an outlet pass. Went to cut, my knee went one way, and my body went the other.
Well, I'm gonna tear some ligaments. I'm gonna play basketball now.
Yeah.
I get out of bed in the morning and I roll an ankle, so I don't. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just because of the dad in you.
Oh,
That's what that is, isn't it?
You'll get there someday.
Eh. Meh.
Yeah, that's now I get on a roller coaster and I'm done for like a week.
But in all seriousness, Drew, we have the upcoming. It's a tag team tournament this year, the Palmetto Classic tag team tournament. So obviously, the Palmetto Classic has become it's absolutely synonymous with you. So walk us through the first couple of classics that you were a part of, and just tell us what were you thinking when you're going in. Tell us about the experiences. How did you think it was going to go? Different thoughts on the Palmetto Classic itself.
Well, the Palmetto Classic. Here's the thing. Like, I'm not the Palmetto Classic. I just participate in it. And it just so happens to be that I'm really good at it. So, with that being said, the first one was the 2018 one, and that was the first ever Palmetto Classic. I really enjoyed that because I've been with Palmetto for like less than 8 months at that point. Had a lot of fun already with most of my matches, but the Palmetto Classic, I just love tournaments. Tournaments are just a great time. Besides the actual wrestling in them part, I really enjoy tournaments. With that being said, there's just so much. I've been in all of them. We've had 4 already, and this will be the 5th one.
Something like that, yeah. Sounds right.
I mean, is it something, or is it yes or like?
Brother, I'm old, man. I'm a dad. Remember, I have short-term memory
too. All right.
You're older.
Old.
No. Yeah. Well,
Elliot, you're a youngin.
Yeah,
he's the oldest one.
I'm the oldest one here. I'm not far from 40. So
really,
yeah, I got like 4 years left, but I'm not far. No, I believe you're correct. I believe there's been 4. I think we missed last year or year before last because of COVID.
It's been 18, 19.
Fluffman won one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You've won one. Malachi, did he win one year?
No.
Or Kevin?
No.
Uh-uh.
We shall not give credit to Malachi.
Did you win one? Have you won 1 or 2? I feel like you've won 2.
Just 1.
Yeah, so
the first one.
The first one. Oh, yeah. Fluffman beat him.
This will be the 4th one.
Yes.
Yeah. This will be the 4th one.
Right. So there's been 3.
Because there was 1 year there was Palmetto Classic T-shirts.
Mm-hmm. So it was
2 years.
I won the first one. Fluff won the second one.
Hey,
Chip won the
That's right. Chip won the 3rd one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the fourth one.
Yep, this will be the fourth one. Sweet.
First tag team one, though.
Yeah. We
So does Ryan get to be my partner then, or
I have, you have to talk to, your favorite sugars. I have no involvement in that.
audibly texting?
Yeah, just text at Henry Sugars.
So you've had success with the Palmetto Classic. You're easily the most dominant PCW champion we've seen. Drake was pretty good, but you are, if not the most dominant, one of the most dominant ones we've had. What is it that allows you to just keep on running through your opponents? Like, what's the
Elliot,
drive?
I'm tired, Elliot. I'm tired. I'm almost to tapping out at this point. But I refuse to let these kids beat me.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't have it. Like, they just don't have drive. They whack discipline. I can't really do that anymore, can I?
What language was that? I heard whack.
Whack discipline. Sound like baby talk.
Oh, okay.
Cool. All right. I was about to say, what? They haven't sent out the new list of what you can and can't say anymore. So,
touche.
Yeah, but I just refuse. I'm not tapping out yet.
So how did I remember the first match I ever saw you in. I saw you face James Johnson
in a loss, losing effort.
And then I also saw one of the greatest spots, in my opinion, that I personally witnessed you in was also with James Johnson, where I believe, was that where he broke his collar? No, that was the second time he did it. But the enormous neck breaker off the top rope that you guys did together. And the second time in a match he did it to you, he ended up breaking his collarbone.
That's really funny too, because I was perfectly fine.
Well, hashtag built different, right? You're top tier for a reason.
I just I choose to pay attention to the gas light when it comes on my check engine light. Yeah, the check engine light. When that comes on, I go to the mechanic.
Which is why you had those surgeries done.
They can't see me holding my hands up. Hey, audience, I'm holding my hands up.
I mean, you've come back stronger, or it seems like stronger, faster, smarter. I mean, since your surgery, and I just think every time I watch you, you're just better. And you say it's been 14 years since you've been in the business. Do you see? I mean, do you feel like you're slowing down any? Because I don't see it.
Well, do you want me to answer this, or were you going to talk about that James Johnson thing? Because I'm really interested to know where that was going.
So the first match I saw you, I mean, it's the first match I saw you when you lost, and I don't remember you losing ever since.
That's fair. Okay. Because I was like,
motivator, James Johnson.
But as you talked about like the neck breaker, but I'm like, that was not the first spot that came to my mind. Like, because I'm sure.
Oh no. There's another spot, and
we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Just say that.
We're saving that one.
Okay.
Because that's a legit question too.
Best time of my life. I don't know. I think I'm slowing down. To be, quite honest. If it, how do I want to say it? Had some difficulties medically. So, basically, if I can't get better, and get to the level that I want to be at, I'll probably slow down and just stop completely.
You better get better. Better get better. What's the water boy? Wake your hand up. We got to win tomorrow.
Mud dogs.
Well, the wrestling business is better with you healthy, Drew. So you
I agree.
Do whatever you need to do to get to that level that you seek. Because I dare say you're just being truthful. As much as I despise you in certain times, you are absolutely one of the cornerstones of PCW, and definitely, in my opinion, the most dominant entity that has come into PCW's doors.
Well, I appreciate that.
And I think
you too.
Yeah, always will. Hate you too. And you alluded to Ryan earlier, so I think a lot of things changed when Ryan came and kind of started playing tag along with his taller brother. So kind of tell us about that. How did that come to pass?
So my brother actually got me into wrestling.
See, there's something we don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, mind you, I'm the younger brother, and he's got 10 years on me. Yeah. Better looking. He's ugly, and I'm smart.
Ugly.
He's dumb. I'm entertaining. Nobody really likes him.
That's for sure. He is very despised.
No, but he got me into wrestling, and without my brother, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So him coming into Palmetto was like, it was all up to me. I wanted him there. I love just being with my family, and being around my other wrestling family too just makes it even better. So him being in Palmetto was just a great move all around.
Yeah, I had to be honest. I don't think I even knew you had a brother at that point. And I swear to God, I thought you came out of Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves or something when he came out. Honey, We Shrunk the Kids. There's Drew. I was like, oh my Lord. The resemblance is uncanny.
Speaking of your wrestling family, we're able to see on social media and everything that it appears you have a pretty close relationship with people like Ref Stash Chris Wiggins, Anthony Henry, and Amber.
Definitely not them.
It's public. It's out there.
So I guess my question is, how long have you known them? How did you get to meet them? Was that through wrestling? Did you know them before wrestling?
Because it's interesting because you have Wiggins, Anthony, and Amber, who are three unbelievably great people, and then they got you. So how does this work?
So wait, are you? Hold on. Are you saying he's not unbelievably great?
I didn't say that, but take it as you wish. I'm just wondering how this works out.
If the shoe fits,
yeah. Come on now.
I've known Amber and Anthony for since 2012 through wrestling. And mind you, we really haven't had that close of a relationship. They thought I was weird. I thought they were jerks. No, I always joke around because Anthony's like, well, everybody hates me. I was like, I didn't hate you. I was like, oh. All right, then. Well,
I can see that conversation going down just like that. Oh.
I thought you were real nice, Anthony. No, but in 2017, I ended up moving to Augusta. Still here, repping.
This is a podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
They can't see the gang signs I'm holding up, but I hope they will soon.
A-Town down.
Yeah. So I moved to Augusta. And one of the first times I was here, I went out and went to a local gym, and there's Anthony. I'm like, buddy, what are you doing here? He's like, I work here. I was like, oh, well, I live here now. So you want to be friends? Cool, great. That paraphrased it, but that's pretty much how it went down. So
That's funny.
yeah, and I mean, there's a whole backstory to that. I mean, I don't know how long this goes on.
As long as you talk.
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, so straight to the punchline. So I'm living in his shed, and so I'm living in Mr. Anthony Henry's shed, and essentially this shed has the squirrels in it that are like the upstairs tenants. You know, they live there. They have a great time at 2:00 in the morning, which is super annoying. So their shed was detached from the house. So Anthony's coming out for a show one time. It's like 4:00 in the morning, and I got a fire going with some broken piping, this PVC piping, and I'm holding it up to the attic, trying to smoke these squirrels out. I'm trying to kill these squirrels at 4:00 in the morning. And Drew, what are you doing? Squirrels, man.
Driving me nuts.
Squirrels. Yeah, so I lived in a shed for a little bit, and then I finally moved into the real house, and then I finally moved out, and we've been best friends ever since. Wait, are we best friends?
Yep.
Yeah, sure you are. Of course,
Texting.
yeah.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Yep.
Wow,
Here.
cool. I got a match graphic. Never mind. Anywho. So what was I talking about?
I don't know.
Well,
Somebody told me a funny story.
Something about you and Anthony Henry being best friends after you smoked some squirrels out because they were driving you nuts.
They couldn't hang. Puff, pass out.
Somebody told me a funny story about Drew. Who was it? Drew, is there a story about you and Henry and dolphins?
Yeah. They're not dolphins, but they were sea manatees.
Oh, yeah, manatees.
They're not.
You know, it was Amber.
Hey, is this appropriate for the podcast?
Yes.
All right, we're good.
Sort of. Depends on who's telling the story.
Can I say?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So,
Elliot is going to make it.
I don't even know what that means.
I know the story. Elliot doesn't know. You will. You're going to regret doing that.
I wish there was like the video, like because I got a good joke, but I won't tell it now because it won't make sense. So anywho,
Now hold
Anthony's
on.
birthday.
Hold on. We could easily create a YouTube page and have a video.
Oh,
our very first video.
We have got to hear this story. I'm.
All right, real quick.
I got to hear it from Drew's mouth.
Here's the joke, real quick. Would you like a worm do?
A what?
Would you like a worm do?
Is this yes or no question?
No. Would you like a worm do?
No. I don't get it.
And you say, what's a worm do?
What's a worm do? I hate you both.
Oh, that's great.
Classic comedy. So, anywho, here's the story. All right.
Oh.
So it's Anthony's birthday, 2019. COVID hasn't hit yet. Gang signs. COVID hasn't hit yet, and his birthday happens to be right after Christmas.
Lucky him.
So it is cold, and he wants to go down to Florida and go swim some manatees.
Huh.
Guess what? The water is cold. Messy, I say, is cold. I wish I had one of those, like,
One of those
hats.
You should have a seersucker suit on.
I have the vapors. So the water's cold. We're down there. We're in these jumpsuits, and they take us out. They it's essentially Hell Week right after Christmas. Everybody tries to go and like view manatees. So we're in these jumpsuits. We get in this water and like shivering to death. Anthony realizes snorkeling wise, he has the goggles and the snorkel, and he doesn't like it. He feels really claustrophobic, so he wants to get out of the water, and this is his idea. So we finally spot some manatees. We convince him to get back in the water. I try and warm up a little bit, and this little manatee comes up, and it's just swimming around, and it's eating the little, seaweed or kelp or whatever it is. And I look upon this sea cow, and it has a nice Vienna sausage just hanging out.
Oh gosh!
So I'm in my snorkel.
Anthony. Anthony. It's got a dick.
Oh,
Look at that dick.
And the best part is, like, we get back on the boat. We tell the instructor, I was like, hey, they're really hung. And they're like, oh no, sweetheart, that was a lady. It was pooping. that turd was massive.
oh my gosh!
Ladies and gentlemen, you can see our faces right now.
Oh, they will. No, I'll with your permission, Drew, I'll rip that video and I will post it for sure.
So that was way funnier told by Drew Adler than it was by Amber Young.
Oh,
Amber Young made it funny, but Drew Adler just brought it home.
Oh man!
Let me think of something random here. So back to wrestling. I guess you can't get more random than a sea cow turd. I'm picturing being able to hear it. Hear Drew talking.
We were dead.
So
Earth through.
were you all laughing though?
Yes. Anthony was, and I'm, because we got the stupid snorkels on, and it's like muffling everything, and I'm yelling through that mother. But I'm like, Anthony, you got to see this. I'm pointing at it.
I was wondering, are you laughing this hard in the moment, or is this something you laugh at like after it all happens?
Oh, but it doesn't get more in the moment than that. Like that was A+, HBO Max original.
Oh my god!
I'll see if I can get some pictures of it. I'll send
no,
not that, but
Google sea cow turd.
So no, you'd have to Google sea cow pooping. Look at he's Googling already. Here's the picture of it.
Pics.
So, Drew, are there any upcoming bookings you got outside of PCW? Or maybe some of your fans could.
I don't like
Drew,
fans.
did you just wrestle at OSCW?
I did.
Yeah, tell us about that. That was in what, Hanahan, South Carolina?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Great.
You lost, didn't you?
Yeah, I lost. Yeah, I sure did.
Who'd you wrestle, Drew?
I wrestled TJ Boss.
Oh yeah, well,
and I mean that was a great time actually. We had a really good match. I mean, my chest hurts and my body hurts. So, what you gonna do?
lose.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm still looking up these manatees.
Oh, so something.
Right now, I'm
Gosh.
showing a picture of the manatee.
Oh no,
Just
don't
in
see
case
it.
nobody watches the video. Okay.
Don't see
Just making sure.
on our Facebook page.
So, in Palmetto Championship Wrestling wise, Drew, I'd say I would go out on a limb and say you brought more relevance to Smash Mouth's song All Star than Smash Mouth did itself.
I would agree.
So, I want to know the story behind this. Where did this come from? Why? Like, what was it your idea? Well, I can see this being more of a Ryan idea, but I'm just curious. Tell us about the history of choosing that song in PCW.
Well, buckle up, folks. So
that's a good one, I'm sure.
Essentially, like 2016, there was a real big meme culture between All Star Smash Mouth and Shrek. And you can go look it up. I mean, there's tons of like YouTube videos of like just All Star and like Shrek and just everything. And I think Shrek is the holy grail of movies. And All Star should be thanking Shrek, and they should sell Shrek DVDs at every concert that they are. But yeah, so it's 2016, and there's like a big meme culture about Shrek and Smash Mouth and all that stuff. And I'm at a wrestling show in South Carolina, and essentially they didn't have any music for me. One of my buddies that we used to send memes back and forth and have a great time about it. He said, "Don't worry, Drew. I'll take care of the music for you. I got this." And lo and behold, I come out to Smash Mouth All Star, and that's pretty much where it started. Because that was a fantastic decision. Not a super really funny story, but
no, I know. I appreciate the seriousness of it. I think it definitely sets you apart. And I'll give you kudos. There was a time in PCW, it might have been the first Palmetto Classic, at the end of it when Drew won and he had to sing the song a cappella.
Yeah.
You sat in the middle of the ring. You can go now.
Yeah.
The people were not leaving. They were just like, all right, something's going to happen. Drew sat down in the middle of the ring.
This is the end of the show.
Yeah.
This is the end of the show. I honestly admire your innovation. I definitely think it sets you apart, sets you above everybody else.
I agree. I completely agree. Yeah.
Now,
and then actually another time was when we had sound issues at PCW, and he walked out and sang the song.
Yeah. The sound was out, but the video was working, and he walked out
no microphone,
like a boss.
You don't even remember that, Drew?
Of course I remember.
Well, you didn't remember how long you were wrestling, so I just figured.
Concussions.
Oh yeah. CTE.
Another designation.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, I remember that. It was All Star gives me a lot of good hope. And it is my ringtone. And there's days when I'm like, I can't listen to this anymore. Like, I can't do this. And the worst part is, like, you go into a grocery store and they play All Star and you think your phone's going off.
Awesome.
Or like you're at the gym, All Star's playing. Like, hello? Oh, never mind. Nobody's calling me because they're playing All Star because they're cool.
It's definitely an anthem.
It is an anthem.
It is an anthem.
It's a curse.
Hey,
Get me out of here,
Mister. So we now know that Drew Adler loves Adam Sandler.
Yes.
You see, that's a no-brainer.
So
get me out of here.
You know that Mista lady? I think I just killed her.
Elliot, you know the movie? Come on.
I don't.
That's
Get out of here, Elliot.
I just set you up, bro. Drew's about to come through that screen. Yeah, that's Happy Gilmore.
364 days to hockey tryouts. Gotta toughen up.
Now T. Gilmore happy.
Happy? Like it's a question. Happy?
Give me the stupid club. You're gonna die, Cloud. Is that funny? I don't hear you laughing now. Oh.
Elliot,
What's
please
it?
say the question. I'll keep going.
You eat pea soup for breakfast?
No.
God bless.
Red Lobster, my treat. That's 2-shooter you can count.
And you can count on you. What's he say? You can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
Run, shooter. Run.
And all of a sudden you hear the.
I hit this Frankenstein's fat foot. All right. Play the ball as it lies. Elliot, please ask a question.
Volkswagen. Got him good.
Oh no.
This is the
I'm hurt. Oh, my ab.
Hurts.
My ab.
this is
you
the
gotta buy your grandma a real nice condo.
this is the second
You know what I want? Off the tour.
this is the second
You're not gonna say it.
I was gonna say this is the second time we've had Happy Gilmore mentioned on this
I'm
on this podcast, and
ow.
I'm good. Go ahead.
Oh.
I'm professional.
first time it was Ethan talking about the Shooter McGavin's arm being shorter than the other.
What's he say? A golfer with an arm out of his.
So hear me out. This one time me and Ethan are wrestling, and
This is.
we spend the whole match seeing who can quote more of the movie.
Ooh.
And this is the epitome of seriousness. The match came off like, oh, we were like beating the crap out of each other, and like we were. But it was just every chance we got. It was.
Was that the one at Vive where you choked him out?
I think so. Let's talk about a hole-in-one. Kick out, boom. Just every single time. It was, all right, another line. I got to sneak one in.
Cold cut combo.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Please ask another question.
We'll
do this all night, folks.
So I actually only have one more question.
Is it a good one?
Huh?
Is it a good one?
I mean, I think so.
All right.
It's the last question.
Oh, it's serious.
It's the last question of the night. And we just want to know your opinion about Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Oh, snap. True. That's a good one. That's a good one, Elliot. Props to you.
You like my drinking noises?
Is that Mountain Dew?
Is that what you sounded like with the manatee?
Oh, boy. So that's the spot I thought you were like talking about earlier. Talk about like career defining. Those are the WrestleMania moments that we strive for. You want to get a job? Do that.
Yeah, drink Mountain Dew and eat Doritos in the middle of a ring.
Was that Drew's first match at PCW?
I think it's first and second.
Second.
Okay, so it was your first match. Got it.
You could.
Oh, that sold it. Man, that was like, oh yeah, he's staying around.
Oh man, I remember that, dude. And it was comedy gold.
It was,
but it was so well done. Yeah, and I told James I blame James Johnson for the terror that Drew Adler has become.
Well,
because it was ever since that day Drew Adler's like, F this, and then straight to the moon. So, I mean, it definitely, you're right. It redefined you, and it defined you in PCW for sure.
For context, anybody that's not really aware of the spot, I was hardcore nutrition gimmick, and I had diet plans and supplements, etc. And I was trying to sell James Johnson on procuring some supplements and drinking some of my drink, which he did not like for some reason. And he tried to sell me on Doritos being okay for you and Mountain Dew not being a diabetic coma in a bottle. And battle ensued. Dum, dum, dum.
And James Johnson got the better of it.
I will say my stomach got the better of me.
Yeah.
Because I had to poop.
So, how about how you look at it? You got to get that dub any way you can.
I'll say the hard part is trying to sell somebody on like, hey, I want to beat your ass for like 7 minutes. And then if it's okay with you, I'm going to like run a comeback on you as well.
Oh, Drew, I as much as I hate you, I do enjoy seeing a certain side of you.
Which one's that?
Yeah, the one where you're somewhat funny.
I had a really great time tonight, Shane.
That side.
Mercy.
In all seriousness, Drew, we appreciate your time, man. Man, I hope all of our interviews are this fun.
I don't think that's gonna be topped.
I agree. He is top tier.
Hey.
Hashtag.
Top tier.
But in all seriousness, Drew, I appreciate you on behalf of PCW. I do appreciate everything you have done and continue to do, and everything you will do. Not only for Palmetto Championship Wrestling individually, but independent wrestling collectively. I think you're a tremendous asset to professional wrestling. I think you're an even bigger asset to the locker room. I still hate you, but I do appreciate you. I know Elliot is honored to be able to announce you and all of your acronyms.
Yep.
At each and every show every month.
So. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the PCW champion.
2-time? 3-time? How many times?
I don't know.
It's too many to count times.
I don't know, Shane.
He is a CES, CPT,
LMT,
and CTE. Drew Adler.
We appreciate you, Drew. You have a good night, sir.
Thank you for your time, man.
To all of the audience for all of our laughter and laughing way too much.
That's what it's about.
Listen, I have a feeling when they hear this, they're gonna say, "Please more. Can we get Drew Adler on for popcorn next time?"
Yeah, we got to bring in the movie section, Drew Adler. Love to hear your input.
No,
because
I already know what you're going for. We're not talking about it.
Happy Gilmore.
God bless.
Have a good night, man.
Bye, y'all.
We can't even hit stop.
I just leave.
You're gonna need some suntan lotion.
It's all in the hips.
Well, ease it on someone else.
Oh man!
I'll just ease the attention, baby. Just ease the attention. Mr. Gilmore, I'm your caddy.
We gotta go.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
I'm about to die.
We'll see you next show.
You can cut it. I'm just gonna keep laughing.
Stop.
I don't know how to stop it. Do I just close the browser or?
Now I'll end it, ladies and gentlemen. One last time, Mr. Drew Adler.
Thank you, Drew.
Have a good one, man.
y'all.
We'll see you.